In this presentation, I'll go ahead and talk about the new campaign type. And what's that new campaign type? It's ad sequence. So before creating the ad sequence campaign type, first we need to understand what is ad campaign. I mean, what is the, what is the ad sequence campaign type? It's very simple. The sequence, as we can understand it by the name, that means it's sequence. With sequence, suppose you have a traffic and you directed that traffic towards your first video ad. Suppose that video ad is video number 1. Now, what are you doing is, suppose you directed your customer from the market towards your video number 1, and from the video number 1 you have arranged the sequence of video number 2, and you wanted that your customer will see the video number 2 after the video number 1, not prior to that. Similarly, he watched the video number 3 after video number 2. This is a sequence. Like, once you set the sequence, it could be anything. Like, suppose you have a video number 1, after that you want your customer to see the video number 60th. And you will arrange the 60th video with that. This is the sequence which you want to direct your customer towards that. And trust me, that's really, really, really easy for you to convey your message towards your customer. Suppose you have something which is in sequence, like suppose it must be a kind of steps, like from beginner, then intermediate, and then advanced. So you created 3 videos, and now you want your customer to see the first video first, that which means of beginners. Second, you want your customer to see the intermediate, and third, you want that your customers will see the third video, which is your advanced. So you will set the sequence according to that. This is your ad sequence, and let's learn it through practically. I'll go to new campaign. Inside the new campaign, similarly, I'll go with the create campaign without a goals guidance. I'll go to video, and this time I'll go with ad sequence. So once we select the ad sequence, I'll hit on continue. Once you hit on continue, everything will gonna be same, your video sequence. Now there is your bid strategy. Okay, let's understand the bid strategy first. It says target CPM. How much do you want to pay on getting 1,000 impressions? That's your target CPM. And it's maximum CVP. How much do you want to pay? That's Google charts by itself, but still, how much do you want to pay for cost per video, right? So I'll go with target CPM in this thing. Then campaign total, whatever you have, start and end date, same. Networks, that's only go with YouTube videos. You cannot go for this, you cannot go for this. Then we have locations, like all the countries and territories, India's, enter locations. Then you have languages, then you have demographics, audiences. Then you have inventory type, like standard inventory or limited inventory. Then you have excluded. If you have any kind of exclusions, do let them know. Then you have additional settings, conversions, like if you have any kind of conversions, devices, less like same. Suppose I don't want to show that on TV screens. Frequency capping. Okay. Now there is the thing. Frequency capping. Limit how often your sequence can show to the same person. Suppose I want to say, first of all, you want to set a limitations, like how many times do you want to show your sequence to the same person? Once per 7 days or once per 30 days? According to me, it says a person won't see an entire sequence more than once within 7 days and won't see a step more than once. Which means if you have created a sequence, suppose there's a sequence of 3 videos and you want to show your sequence once in a week, and that's the right thing. After a week, repeat that sequence to the same user. And similarly, it goes for 30 days. Then you have ad schedule. If you want to make any schedule, then you have create your video ad sequence. Custom sequence, introduce and reinforce, prompt and inspire, attract and direct, engage and differentiate. We'll definitely go for custom sequence. That's the recommended one. We should not create a different thing. It's create a custom sequence or use a template to guide and inspire you. These are just a guide and templates, but we'll go with custom sequence. Now, here is the main thing. That's step 1. So we'll hit on new step. And this is how we'll say, okay, got it. Say, what's my group name? It's sequence ads. Then we have skippable. Which kind of ad do you want to go for? Skippable in-stream ad, bumper ad, or non-skippable? Suppose I'll go with skippable in-stream ad. Then there is a URL of my YouTube video. So first of all, I'll go to my channel, youtube.com. And this is my channel. I'll go to my videos. So I have uploaded 2 more videos on my channel. Now what I'll do, suppose this is my first step. I'll go for get shareable link. I'll come back here and I'll paste it. Now it says, what's your final URL? I'll say HTTPS. It's dummy.school.in. Then it's display URL, which is same. Call to action, if you want to go for it. Suppose I'll say shop now. Headline, limited offer. URL options, up to you. Auto generated, do not touch that. Add sequence, I'll say sequence number 1. Or instead of this, let's mention it sequence number 1. Then I have bidding strategy. How much do you want to go for? I'll say 200. Your bid is set to an amount that can help to improve your campaign's performance. It's a green tick. That's my step number 1, and that was quite easy. So this is how I have created my step 1. So I'll say add to sequence. Now look at this. This is my edit step. If you want to edit step, you can go for it. But as of now, this is my skippable ad. Now it says create a step number 2. I'll hit on this. Now it's asking me something. Step transition. Who is eligible to see this step? Which means to whom do you want to show your step number 2? So suppose I say, first says impressions, which means I want to show my ads to those person or to those people who just got the impression of it. They didn't interact it, they just see my video. Second option says view. Who has viewed my video, just show the second step them. Or the third step says who has skipped my video. Like after 5 seconds, who has skipped my video, show the second step. Is this what I want? Suppose, let's understand first thing. Impression. Like they saw my ad and they just denied it. Like they didn't get any kind of impression. They just saw my ad. So do you think I should go for step number 2 for them? I can go for step number 2, but only on that cases where I have no sequence, like where I'm not telling them or where I'm not letting them to understand something. Second is view. View. Okay, so let's understand the views. Suppose if you have an ad which has more than 30 seconds. So how YouTube will understand it's viewed? At least if you have the video which has more than 30 seconds. So the customer should have seen your video at least of 30 seconds, or at least the customer should have engaged with your ad. Then only YouTube will understand that, okay, this particular customer has viewed it. Or if your ad video is less than 30 seconds, then that particular user should have seen the full video, or else he or she must have engaged with that ad. That only time YouTube will understand that, okay, that user has viewed your video. And third step says, of course, skip. Whosoever has skipped your video, show the second step. I think I should go for view. Then you can say it, the group name, it's sequence number 2. Which ad do you want to go for? And suppose this time I'll say non-skippable in-stream ad. Add link. I'll come here. This is the one. Get shareable link. I come here. I'll share the link. And this is the link. This video is too long. Choose a video that's only 7 to 15 seconds. Okay. Then says I want to go for skippable ad. Then everything, if you want to change something in the settings, you can change it. Bid, I'll keep that 200 again and add to sequence. Now understand this structure. My user saw the step number 1 and he has he did not skip the video, he has fully watched the video. So that's particular customer will go to my step number 2. But what if that customer has skipped my video? I want to add a new step. If my customer skipped that video, I want to show him the step number 3. And look at this. Now you cannot choose it. Because why? Because this has already been shown that you are choosing only for the skip one. I'll go for new. I'll say this is the video number 3. And then I'll go with skippable ad. Link. Suppose I'll go with the link, which is this one. Get shareable link. Come here. Paste it. And everything is going to be same, only the bit I'll add to sequence. That is it. Now suppose my YouTube says, what if the customer will see your step number 2? What would you do? Okay, not a problem. I'll create a new one. If suppose that particular customer skips or you are impressed with that video, show my step number 4, which means my sequence number 4. Skippable, I'll keep the same length, required 200. I keep the same settings, and this is how I can make the process as much as I want. It's up to you how many steps do you want to add. If you keep on adding it, it would keep, there are no limitations as of now. Till here, as of now, we don't have any kind of, limitations for this. Once you do that, just hit on create campaign and your campaign would be created. I cannot hit on create campaign because I did not choose any kind of fields here. I did not fill any fields, right? So this is how you can create the ad sequence ads for yourself on YouTube. And this is quite easy and most effective ad sequence. I mean, most effective campaign type, which you can try it ever. If you want to, if you want to make your user understand for any kind of sequence or any kind of steps which you have in your company or which you have for your products, you can let them know through steps. Quite easy. Try to make some short videos and upload it on your YouTube. Make it private, but upload it so that you can practice about the same. And I want you to practice about the same because that would be the easiest task to learn and get expertise in this. All right. So keep practicing about the same and I'll see you in the next presentation.